So women face a myriad of challenges in Kenya in the political cycle. So the party primary is very key because it is this party ticket that you will use when you're vying, or it is this political party that will nominate you either into county assembly, senate, or national assembly. So those are two key areas. You either go for nomination or you go for election through the party. And so this is difficult because once in some political parties where you have to bribe your way to getting your ticket, despite you winning at the party primaries, a lot of women do not have this kind of money. And so the other challenge then becomes that they are either sexually harassed or they are involved in sexual corruption. I choose to put these two different things separately because when they take some of these perpetrators to court, then the argument becomes, but I didn't force you. But it becomes corruption because you asked me, if you want this, you've got to give me this in return. So we need to start putting a label on some of these things. There's the exposure to media as well. So sometimes you find that during this period, it's an all-male panel for about 3, 4, 5 months. So how do you expose women to the same target audience? If I am running against my competitor and he's always on the media, then he definitely has got an advantage. So these are some of the challenges that they face during the party primaries. When you go ahead into the elections themselves, we have the violence that is perpetrated against them. Most of the time it is physical violence because then they want to scare you away. We of course have the economical violence. We've got the emotional violence, which is highly perpetrated. A lot of them have their private photos leaked during this period. A lot of them have, their children also harassed online. So it goes over and beyond them. It goes into their families as well. For those who are mobilizers and for the women who are in the background, who most of the time we don't talk about, they also face a lot of challenges. One, there is the societal pressure and the family pressure, because if your family does not support you, then you're going to find it very difficult. You're in the battlefield in the elections, you're in the battlefield at home. There's literally no safe space. We've got the affirmative action seats. So a lot of times, for the women representative seat or the county member of parliament seat, as it is written in the constitution, you find that a lot of men will tell the women, why are you vying for the MP seat and you have your seat, which is the women rep? You need to go and vie for that seat. Leave these other seats for us. So it's a seat that has empowered women, but at the same time, it's being used to disempower them. And you'll hear a lot of those terms during the election season.
These take words like siasa sio kanisa, which
I wear a number of hats. One, I work with the Young Women Leaders Connect, which basically gives young women an opportunity to get into the national space. We realize that a lot of women who participate in the university politics find it difficult crossing into the national elections. So Young Women Connect is a bridge for this. I'm also the former head of programs for the Kenya Young Members of County Assembly, where we work with members of county assemblies across Kenya who are under 35. And what this does is we take them through different programs. One key program that we've always taken them through is the Women's Boot Camp. And what happens is we bring together MCAs from across Kenya who are of course just women and are under 35, and we take them through a series of training and include role play in it. So we take them through how to use media as a tool, because media is one tool that can break you or make you overnight. So we help them use that as a tool. How do you lobby? Because in Kenya, another challenge is once you get into county assembly, even before you have been trained, the first order of the day is to elect a speaker. So you're going to elect a speaker in a procedure that you're not conversant of, which then means that those who have been to county assembly before have got an added advantage and they can sway your thoughts. So we train them through such things. We ask them how do you lobby for a particular committee? How do you lobby when you go for international conferences? How do you lobby for some of these seats? We take them through lobbying. We take them through community mobilization. So we take them through different programs, and then we ask them to now put it in play so that they are able to go through this.